The humanitarian crisis spreading across Eastern Europe is now at the doorstep of the United States. Families fleeing Ukraine and Russia, fearing for their lives, flying to Mexico, which, unlike the United States, does not require a visa, then making their way up to Tijuana.
I spoke to one Ukrainian family that left Ukraine in late February. They drove through a series of countries and then were able to fly from Frankfurt to Mexico City to Tijuana, then waiting here at the port of entry.
Agata Maranbi and her husband left Russia after protesting publicly against the invasion.
We just needed to be somewhere far from Putin, far from Russia, far from war actions. But then again, we don't know much about Mexico. We don't know if it's a safe country. We don't think it's a safe country.
Maranbi is waiting to claim asylum at the U.S. border along with 30 to 40 other Russians. Some with their backs literally against the razor wire at the port of entry leading to San Diego. We've seen one woman who's pregnant and a number of kids. Their faces are sunburned. They've been sleeping on the sidewalks here, and they're all desperate to get into the United States. Through it all, we witness an act of kindness. A Russian girl giving a Mexican girl some candy. A Russian man then handing out apples. A reminder that many here are struggling.
The folks who just arrived either fled before the conflict started or right when it started. So we expect to see an even bigger wave of migrants coming through.
ABC News witnessing Ukrainians go to the front of the line thanks to an exemption to Title 42 listed in this CBP document stating the unjustified Russian war created a humanitarian crisis. Title 42 was enacted during the Trump administration during the pandemic, citing public health concerns to refuse entry at the border, and has been kept in place by the Biden administration. On Thursday, the Secretary of Homeland Security said Ukrainian and Russian refugees will have their asylum claims handled on a case-by-case basis. In February, the Customs and Border Patrol reported 769 encounters with Russian asylum seekers. That compares to just 72 encounters in February of 2021. And while we're told that the number of Ukrainians and Russians showing up at the border is still low compared to those from other countries, hundreds have already made it into the United States. But for those stuck on the other side of the border, like Maranbi and her husband, all they can do for now is watch and wait.